Last reminiscences. It's the students and the faculty of both the boys' school in Talas and the girls' school in Üsküdar to whom I owe my thanks for having known their country. I remember the time I subjected a class to the whole recording of a musical version of Cry the Beloved Country, which we'd studied for a whole month, only at the end of the recording to realize we hadn't understood a word of what was being said because the tape had been recorded backwards. As you'll remember, all the government officials were thrown in jail in May 1960. A couple of years later, when the Kaiser volley of Metconnich was released, he was asked by the press to make a statement about his time in jail. And his response was, as reported in one of the newspapers, "Halen tutuklarını özlüyorum." Okay, a final frequent supper dish for the teachers was cut-up fruit and yogurt. Invariably, when Mr. Nielsen would serve the dishes, he would ask, "Mr. Sather, would you like some yogurt on your fruit? It's just like an ice cream sundae." Night after night. And night after night, Mr. Sather would reply, "Thank you, Mr. Nielsen. I do not eat yogurt." The year that the Nielsens were on furlough, Bill and Egad traded turns serving the evening meal. And the night that Bill was serving, he had to lean too far back to get the bowl of yogurt that was being passed through the kitchen to him, and it fell into his lap as he brought it in front of him. Egad saw it, came glumphing up, scooped the bowl up with all the yogurt, and dumped it on Bill's head, with the yogurt dripping whitely down over his face. One Sunday was particularly memorable because the volley of Metconnich had invited us to his home for Sunday dinner. We were served a Kayseri specialty, finely slivered shish kebab, wrapped in rice, memorably dainty, memorably delicious. We asked several times, and Ahmet Bey finally acknowledged he was the cook. He had made I wish I could remember the name of it. Sarmas. I've often thought it would be good to have those sarmas at one of the baseball meetings or football meetings here. A football meeting would be better. So much of what I know of Turkey and Turkish people is in the fulfilling life that I've had with Bill in your country. How rich you've made my life, how much I treasure those memories.